Have you ever felt like the world expects you to be someone you're not? Like the labels they stick on you, freak, failure, outcast, start to shape who you are even before you've had a chance to choose? If you've ever felt the pressure to fit in when you were born to stand out, Metal Slinger is the story that will speak directly to your soul. Rachel Schneider delivers a gritty, powerful fantasy, unlike anything you've read before. At its core, Metal Slinger is about rebellion and survival, in a world that fears those who are different. It's a tale of one girl's refusal to be silenced and her fight to uncover the truth in a society built on secrets, power, and fear. Story centers on Odessa Whitlock, a 17-year-old girl who doesn't belong. In a post-apocalyptic world, ruled by strict factions and brutal laws, people like Odessa are seen as dangerous anomalies. She has a rare gift. She can manipulate metal with her mind. That ability might sound like a superpower, but in Odessa's world, it makes her a threat. A metal slinger, they call her, and slingers are hunted. Odessa has lived her life hiding her powers, suppressing the very thing that makes her extraordinary. She's been taught to believe her gift is a curse, a crime. But when tragedy strikes her family and the lies that hold her world together start to unravel, she's forced to make a choice: stay in the shadows or rise and fight for what's right. What makes Metal Slingers so compelling is how real Odessa feels. She's not your typical fearless heroine. She's vulnerable. She's angry. She's confused. But she's also strong in a quiet way. The kind of strength that's built through pain and betrayal. As readers follow her journey, we don't just watch her grow into her power. We grow with her. Every challenge she faces, every secret she uncovers, pulls you deeper into a world that's as brutal as it is mesmerizing. Odessa's world is divided by class and cruelty. The ruling factions hoard resources and power, while the weak are left to scrape by. Technology is both feared and revered, remnants of a civilization that collapsed under its own ambition. In the ruins of that lost world, those with special abilities, like Odessa, are seen as weapons, and weapons must be controlled or destroyed. When Odessa discovers that she's not the only slinger left, everything changes. She's drawn into an underground resistance fighting against the oppressive regime. But trust is hard to come by, and betrayal lurks in every shadow. As she learns more about her powers and her past, Odessa must navigate a web of lies, shifting alliances, and dangerous truths. What truly sets this story apart is how Rachel Schneider builds tension. The pace never lets up. Each chapter adds another layer of intrigue. Every decision Odessa makes feels like it could change the course of everything. There are no easy answers, no black and white choices. And that's what makes this book so addictive. You never know what's coming next. But Metal Slinger isn't just about rebellion and power. It's also about identity, about discovering who you really are when the world tells you to be someone else. Odessa isn't just fighting the system. She's fighting the version of herself that society created. And as she learns to embrace her gift, she becomes something unstoppable. There's romance too, but it's not the kind that overtakes the plot. It's slow-burning and complex, born from trust earned in the darkest of times. Odessa's connection with a fellow rebel is tender yet fierce, adding emotional weight to an already explosive story. It's the kind of romance that feels real, messy, unpredictable, and worth every risk. And the action. It's cinematic. Picture a rusted-out cityscape lit by sparks of metal, bent by sheer will. Picture a girl standing against an army with nothing but her bare hands and raw defiance. Every battle scene pulses with energy. The stakes are life or death, and Schneider never lets you forget it. What makes Metal Slinger such an unforgettable read is how timely it feels. The themes of oppression, resistance, and personal truth strike a chord in today's world. Readers will find themselves rooting for Odessa, not just because she's powerful, but because she's real. She makes mistakes, she doubts herself, but she keeps going. She fights not because she's fearless, but because she's had enough. Rachel Schneider doesn't just build a dystopian world, she builds a mirror, one that reflects our deepest fears and our fiercest hopes. The writing is raw and poetic, each line sharp enough to cut. There's no fluff here, just grit and heart. And by the time you reach the final pages, you won't want to leave Odessa's world behind. So if you're craving a story that breaks the mold, a heroine who doesn't play by the rules, a world teetering on the edge of collapse, and a plot that grips you by the throat, Metal Slinger is the book for you. It's a story of rage and redemption, of power and purpose, of a girl who was told she was a monster and chose to become a legend instead. Once you start listening to this audiobook, you won't be able to stop. The voice acting brings Odessa's pain and power to life. The atmosphere is immersive. Every twist and turn echoes through the narration. It's not just a story, it's an experience. Whether you're a fan of dystopian thrillers, strong female leads, or underdog revolutions, Metal Slinger will keep you on the edge of your seat from beginning to end. Don't miss out on this powerful ride. Click the link in the description and listen to the full audiobook now. Your next obsession starts.